This is Clarence. He is 90 years old. He married young and lost his wife to illness early in their marriage. Clarence eventually married again and had 2 children. His children grew up and he and his wife spent many happy years together. She died around 10 years ago from old age. Since then, he has lost both children to cancer. Clarence lives alone. He barely survives on his low income. He has arthritis and suffers from self-neglect. Self-neglect occurs when a disabled adult lives alone or has no caretaker and is not able to provide the necessary services to maintain higher mental and physical health. Self-neglect is a serious problem. The results of self-neglect can be just as detrimental to the well-being of the elder as abuse inflicted by a caregiver or family member. Self-neglect often occurs when health fails and financial resources are inadequate. These individuals have engaged in self-neglecting behaviors periodically or consistently throughout adulthood. Thus, the pattern of self-neglect is not unique to old age. Oftentimes, the individual may have an undiagnosed and/or untreated mental health problem. The problem may escalate when paired with physical impairment, social isolation, malnutrition, substance abuse, cognitive impairment, and/or limited financial resources. Oftentimes, these individuals may be resistant to intervention as prior experiences with intervention, voluntary and/or involuntary, has not been positive and perhaps experienced as harmful. Therefore, interventions must begin small with a high degree of respect for the elder and their decisions. As trust increases, so can the amount of intervention or help provided. The vast majority of older adults are not suffering from any form of dementia. However, those who may be in the early stage of dementia may be undiagnosed and susceptible to self-neglect. Clearly, the first step for intervention is diagnosis and appropriate medical treatment. Many illnesses may result in dementia-like symptoms. If left untreated, these symptoms may interfere with the older adult's ability to care for themselves. For a variety of reasons, an older adult may be malnourished. One of the symptoms of malnutrition, particularly in older adults, is dementia-like symptoms. In addition, over-medication may also result in dementia-like symptoms and associated self-neglect. Again, diagnosis and appropriate medical treatment is imperative. Depression can be an issue for older adults, much as it can be for individuals of any age. While there is a broad range of symptomatology for depression, 2 symptoms are particularly relevant: difficulty maintaining self-care and dementia-like symptoms. Contrary to common myth, depression is highly treatable in old age. Rapid intervention and treatment is particularly essential as there is a high risk of suicide for older white males in the United States. It is estimated that the rate of suicide for older white males may be as much as 12 times higher than for any other demographic age group.